Good morning, Vietnam! Hey, what is going on, everybody? This is Anthony with the VR Game Rankings YouTube channel. Welcome to another video of the show. I know it's been a little while since my last video, and I'll basically say that videos are going to be sporadic in nature, so pretty much hashtag deal with it. The videos will come, enjoy them when they come, and when there's no video, well, just wait for the next one. Now, on today's video, one of the things that we're going to get into is some actual release dates. How about that? Yes, in the VR gaming industry, we don't often get locked in stone release dates. I don't know what it is. I know in the flat gaming world, you get a release date. You'll get a locked in date way in advance, but when it comes to VR gaming, it seems like we find out about a release date maybe like 10 days before a game is going to come out. That seems to be the trend. I'm not sure what the deal is, but anyway, we're going to go ahead and deal with that. And let's talk about the first one that is on the way. And this is coming very, very soon. I am recording this show on Thursday. It is June 28th. And coming up on July 12th, we are going to get the release of Seeking Dawn by Multiverse Entertainment. This is a game that we have been anticipating for a very long time. Now, the thing about Seeking Dawn is this has always been a game that has looked like a graphical powerhouse. Just really beautiful screenshots and video for the most part. Although on the day that we got the date of July 12th, there was a thread on the Vive subreddit linking to an Upload VR story about the release date of July 12th, and apparently there was a video that didn't do Multiverse Entertainment a ton of favors because everybody that saw the video was like, what is this? It doesn't look very good. It doesn't look very polished. It looks kind of bad, actually, and apparently that may have been an old trailer, not a very polished trailer. Multiverse Entertainment, of course, responded and said, hey, why don't you guys go to Road to VR instead of Upload VR? We've got a much better trailer over there. And they do have a new trailer for the game, and it's probably playing right now as I'm speaking. And I gotta say, oh my goodness, does this game look drop dead gorgeous? Well, at least it looks drop dead gorgeous based on the trailer. Now, will it actually look this good when we have our headsets on and we're actually playing the game? That, of course, is debatable, but we don't have to wait too long to find out. It's coming out on July 12th. I believe the price is $39.99, so not exactly cheap by any stretch of the imagination, but certainly we'll have to find out how this game performs in a couple of weeks when it actually is available. Okay, so let's go on to the next game release that we found out about, and this actually happened earlier this morning. Marvel Powers United VR is coming on July 26. So earlier today, we got a trailer announcing the newest character, Black Panther, is coming to Marvel Powers United VR, and we got the release date. July 26 is the release date for the game, and I'm looking over here, and it does have a retail price of $39.99. You can pre-order the game right now if you want. It does feature 8 playable superheroes, 8 villains to battle, and 10 stunning locations directly from the pages of your favorite Marvel comics. Of course, that is kind of the marketing spiel that you'll get off the Oculus blog. Now, the characters that are included, you have Captain Marvel, you have the Hulk, you have Rocket Raccoon, Deadpool, Black Bolt, Crystal, Thor, and Black Panther. That makes up the initial roster of 8 characters that are going to be available, 8 villains, and 10 background stages. Now, of course, this game is running on the Robo Recall game engine. It is being developed by Sanzaru Games, and this game's kind of interesting because I could remember way back to last year, I thought Marvel Powers United VR would be available maybe in February, maybe in March, maybe in April. Thought it was going to be a relatively early arrival in the year 2018, but it was delayed quite a bit, and now we are getting it this summer, coming on July 26 for $40. I'm still relatively excited about this game, but you know, it isn't exactly the cheapest game in town, and it does seem like 8 superheroes, 8 villains to battle. I hope there is a little bit more of kind of a storyline to the game. I don't want it to just be simply an arena battle game. I guess we'll have to wait until we're a little bit closer to release to find out a little bit more about what this game will entail. But it still does look pretty good. The new trailer that was released today is incredibly brief, but it does show a little bit of the gameplay from a lot of the different characters that are going to be involved. Now, the third big new release that we found out about today, in terms of a locked-in-stone release date, is Firewall 0 Hour. This is coming, of course, from First Contact Entertainment. Adam Orth, of course, is the creative something. I forget what, creative specialist or something like that. He has some kind of title in that sort of line. And he, of course, was at E3. There was a lot of talk about this game on stage, various panels, various interviews. And in one of those interviews, Adam Orth said the game is coming very, 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 very soon. It was 5 soons. And so a lot of the PlayStation VR devotees, they heard that and they thought, oh my God, this game is coming like next week. This game is coming in a couple of days. He said very, 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 very soon. It has to be coming really, really quickly. Well, not exactly. We're going to get this game on August 28th, but the good news is it is not very far away. And also in the Nostradamus Junior category features me, because on VRGameRankings.com, I had August 2018 penciled as the release month for Firewall 0 Hour, had it for many, many months scheduled as coming out in August. And also Marvel Powers United VR, we had that locked in as a July 2018 release date for quite some time as well. Yes, you can call me Nostradamus Jr. All right, so as Firewall 0 Hour, there is a new trailer for this game. The other thing that we found out about Firewall 0 Hour is there will be an AIM bundle. So if you have not picked up the AIM controller yet, you're going to be able to possibly get this game in a bundle. In fact, pre-orders are starting now. I went to Amazon.com to look for the AIM controller with Firewall. Couldn't find it anywhere, but apparently it is available somewhere. Not sure what retailer you're going to have to go to try to sign up for Firewall 0 Hour. Another release trailer, another gameplay trailer came out today as well, kind of celebrating this whole thing. And there is a special pre-order pack. It is called the 0 Hour pack. It comes with some custom skins, some camo for your actual character, camo for your guns, face paint. You get some double XP points for 24 hours. You get some in-game currency, a bunch of extras there. It is called the 0 Hour pack. So if you go ahead and pre-order the game right away, you'll be able to lock into all of that. Now, I got to tell you personally, I am not really into these squad-based games. I'm not into multiplayer in the first damn place, but I'm definitely not into the squad-based games, because for me, I don't know, if you put me in a Call of Duty game, I can basically jump in there, run around a little bit, get killed immediately, and it's not that big of a deal because it's kind of a free-for-all. Nobody really cares. You put me in a team scenario, and then it is a bit more of a big deal because everybody is like really into the game. And if you're the one guy that isn't following the script, if you're the one guy that isn't using the voice chat and doesn't know the map very well, you can let your teammates down. That kind of sucks. I'm not a huge fan of that. So I don't know that I'm going to be running out and grabbing Firewall 0 Hour on August 28th. But hey, this is the single most wanted PlayStation VR game on VRGameRankings.com. It's clearly the most wanted PSVR game. And in fact, it is number 3 on our most wanted all platforms list. The only games ahead of it is Stormland for the Oculus Rift and Defector for the Oculus Rift. Those are the only 2 games ahead of Firewall 0 Hour. So I know a lot of people are really excited about this game. A lot of people can't wait to get their hands on this game. A lot of fans of Rainbow Six type games, Counter-Strike type games, things like that. A lot of those fans are really chomping at the bit to get their hands on Firewall 0 Hour. So the good news is they only have to wait until August 28th, not too long away. Okay, so the next story I wanted to get into is Space Junkies. And today is the opening day of the Space Junkies Beta. Yeah, it is June 28th today. And of course, I have my impressions of the Space Junkies Beta. I was in it earlier today, right? Not exactly. You know what? I wanted to get into it earlier today. I downloaded Space Junkies. And when I got into the game and was ready to start the game, a message popped up on my screen that said that I must have Uplay to play the game. Well, guess what, Ubisoft? I don't want your freaking bullshit. I'm sorry. I'm not that interested in this game that I'm going to download some bullshit called Uplay. I'm sorry. I'm going to go off on a little bit of a rant here. Electronic Arts, Ubisoft, 2K Games, oh my God, this shit drives me absolutely insane. And this is something that I've left the console gaming world and I've come over to the VR world, mostly on PC, and I haven't really encountered this. Electronic Arts doesn't have any VR games, so I haven't encountered all this bullshit where you have to sign into this account and that account. Look, I just want to turn on a game and play a goddamn game. Is that so hard for you guys to understand? All this bullshit, download this, sign into this account. This happened to me the last time I wanted to play an NBA 2K game. A brand new NBA 2K game came out, you know, the basketball game. I rented it. I wanted to try it on my PlayStation 4. I brought the game home, popped the disc in, and it made me like, it wouldn't let me get into anything until I entered all this email bullshit. Fuck that. I'm sorry. I don't like this. And you know what? Your game isn't good enough. I'm not going to download Uplay, but I'll tell you what. I'm worried. I'm really worried because Transference is a collaboration between SpectreVision and Ubisoft. And if they really make me download Uplay and install some bullshit extra software just to play Transference, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. You know, I might have to just pay the money for Transference, but maybe get it from some other means so I don't have to deal with any Uplay bullshit. Yeah, I'm kind of going off on a crazy little rant here, but I got to tell you, this is where the rubber meets the road. I'm not down with this. I don't want to sign up for all your extra bullshit. I want to start a game and immediately play the game. Am I crazy? Does anybody else feel like that? I'm sorry. I mean, I'll go ahead and go through your bullshit EULA and I'll agree to your bullshit EULA, but no, I'm not downloading some extra bloatware for your goddamn game. Your game isn't good enough. Sorry, not going to do that. Not for Space Junkies. No way, no how. And you know what? I'm going to be recording an episode of VR Roundtable later this week, possibly Saturday or Sunday, and I'm sure Steve and Gary, I'm sure they probably jumped through this Uplay hoop, but I ain't going to do it, and I'll do the same fucking rant that I'm doing right now. Sorry, I'm not about it, Ubisoft. Please, for the love of God, SpectreVision, somebody reach out to SpectreVision and say, please don't sign up for this bullshit Uplay shit. I don't want to download it. Okay, enough of a rant. Let's move on to something a little bit more happy and a little bit more cheerful, and that is Compound. Yeah, no, this is actually a good story. So Compound, there is a new update, a new level has been added, some new music has been added, but best of all, the developer, Bevan McKechnie, Bevan Not Dead McKechnie, apparently is going full time. Yeah, this is a one-person game. This guy has been working on this game in his spare time while having a regular normal day job and basically trying to bang out this game. That's why it took forever for Compound to come down the pipe. In fact, there is an announcement that he has on the Steam page for Compound, and I'll go ahead and read his announcement. Let me go ahead and scroll down here a little bit. Yeah, I'll go ahead and give his announcement. Here's what Bevan McKechnie had to say, the developer of Compound. As many may know, up until now, I've been working on Compound after work and on weekends. Recently, I handed in my resignation at my day job to work on Compound full time. A huge thank you to everyone who has purchased the early access version of Compound and allowed me to realize my childhood dream of being a real game developer. Thank you so much. The long delay since the last update was due to the fact I had a lot of extra in real life work preparing things for my replacement. I still have to work for about another month, but once the handover is complete, Compound development should get a huge boost. Thank you again for believing in me. I promise to make the best game I can to proper completion. Yeah, that is Bevan McKechnie, and I gotta say, you know what, I love stories like this. I love it when somebody is able to basically break out of the standard rat race, break out of the cubicle or wherever they're trapped, their normal boring ass job, and to be able to pursue something that they are incredibly passionate about, something that they really love and are interested in. And that is what has happened with Bevan McKechnie, you know, and I wish this guy nothing but extreme success. I'm a fan of the demo. I don't actually have the full game personally. Maybe when the price drops a little bit, I'll probably go ahead and grab it. But I'm still very happy for this guy, and I'm glad that he has been successful. This is good news. It's also good news just for the VR game industry in general, so that people understand that, hey, if you've got a compelling game idea, and if you can program, and if you can work your ass off, you can actually make a dream happen. And that is exactly what has happened for Bevan McKechnie and this game Compound. Now, in other news, there is this new level, and there also is some new background music. Now, the new level is called Chemical Processing, and it's kind of just the first iteration of this level, so I'm not sure exactly how much content there is in this chemical processing level. Also, there is a new musical track by Speed Black called Kill Quotias, and that will be playing during the profit management map areas of the game. He also mentioned that there would be some new enemies that would be coming to the game in the very near future, but it's definitely good news to find that he basically only has to work at his regular day job for another one more month, basically to ensure the transition for whoever is taking over his duties, but he is going to have the ability to pursue his full-time dream as a game developer, and that is truly awesome. Okay, and the last thing I wanted to talk about before I bounced out of here is I wanted to give a quick shout out to Odd Raven Studios. These guys are the developers of Carly and the Reaperman, Escape from the Underworld, I believe is the other part of the name. And you know what, I just want to give a thank you to these guys because you know what, I saw some screenshots for the game, and I don't know if I watched any video. I think I just saw some screenshots, but I saw a number of people talking about this game, Carly and the Reaperman, but I didn't really read too much in it. I didn't look at it too much, but I quickly saw some screenshots and I thought, oh, you know what? This kind of looks like Moss or something like that. It looks pretty cool. And I sent an email to the developer, Odd Raven Studios. I said, hey man, can you guys hook me up with a review code for this game? I'd love to check it out. They went ahead and shot me over a review code, and last night I got into the game, I'm playing the game, and then all of a sudden, I'm like, what's going on here? I can't get any farther. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. How do I get control of the little character? I had no idea. This game is a local co-op game, and it's basically required. You absolutely have to have one person that is in the headset and one person that's on, you know, a keyboard or a joystick or something like that. And it is a local co-op game, which is actually a really good idea. Problem is, I don't know who the hell I'm gonna get to play with me. I do have two sons, but all they play is Fortnite. So I gotta try to convince one of them to come off of Fortnite for a half an hour and maybe play a little bit of Carly and the Reaperman with me so I can get a fair evaluation, or at least kind of a decent evaluation of this game, Carly and the Reaperman, but I can say the level that I was in, I do like the visual aesthetic. I like the design of the game. It does remind me of Moss to a little degree. It's basically actually very similar to Moss, in fact, except if Moss was local co-op required and another person had to control Quill and was running around with Quill, it would be very similar to Carly and the Reaperman. So just wanted to send out a thank you shout out to Odd Raven Studios and kind of an apology, because I'm not sure when I'll be able to review the game until I can get somebody to play the damn game with me. Yeah, not enough friends, kind of sucks. What am I gonna say? All right, folks, well, that's basically going to go ahead and do it for this particular video. Now, remember, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, like the video. Yeah, okay, I did a crazy rant about Uplay and about all this bullshit. And if you're not a fan of that, my apologies, whatever. Tough titty, that's the way I feel about it. I'm going to stick to my guns. Again, that's just the way I feel about it. Maybe I'm kind of stuck in my ways. Whatever, it is what it is. But anyway, guys, I'll see you next time. Have a wonderful weekend. Take it easy. Later.